the back door locked? Look, it's a ducky. There you are. Oh, it's Mr. Crow, too. There's the ducky. Oh, there's another one. Okay. They didn't get that discussion on mindfulness that I was discussing, did they? Do you even understand that idea? You don't. Well, I think that you have to have enough understandings of sort of political... You want to go over to the table?
Wherever you want to.
Okay. To political sort of systems and what we're doing right now with multinational sort of borderless world. Neoliberalism. I mean, that you have to... Those are the underlying premises of it. And I didn't really get into the whole discussion. I kind of realized that they're capitalists to begin with, and that's the end of that. Oh, more geesies. Look at there. There we are. Oh, hello, guys. Okay. How's that? Does that sound like a good idea? Bet this is wet. I just bet it's wet. So essentially...
At least it was a lively conversation today.
Yes, we didn't just sit there and discuss coffee. So essentially, we're living in a world that if you need me to define these terms, I don't really want to waste the time defining them. I'll define them later. That is being run on neoliberal policies. That means that even the public good is considered to be the result of free market forces. Any capitalists are thrilled. It means no government regulation. It means no social security programs. It means that multinational corporations basically set the tone for life, health, happiness, what products you get to buy, and whether or not there's a pipeline. Do you see how?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's it from a sort of radical explanation point. Well, neoliberalism functions on an idea that the market is the best regulator for human health and happiness. As well, the individual then has a better choice.
Right.
That's the key issue. It's interesting that at the same time neoliberalism came in as policy changes, and we're talking through the 90s and that, and then real strong in the course of the last couple of years. We're damned, all of us, but totally borderless global world. Anyway, at the same time, there began to be an emphasis, probably lots of reasons, on Eastern teachings, the idea of meditation and the like, which is fine, but fell into, I'm giving you why this became popular, the whole New Age movement. General community or the world or people are now starting to be familiar with this. Mindfulness teaches that it's not what happens to you, it's your response to it. So if you don't want to be upset, then you should try to be calm. You should be accepting. You should be... The problem with that teaching, which is a good teaching, shifts the focus from social conditions to only an individual. So that focus, you don't really need to think about whether or not the pipeline is going through the Wet'suwet'en lands, do you? All you have to do is kind of take a big breath and recognize, and you know that phrase, it's all good? That's very much associated with mindfulness teachings. That essence, core idea. Oh, it's all good. No, it's not all good.
No.
Mindfulness would suggest that kids who are in custody in Trumpville
Oh, they've all been released, by the way.
Okay, but I'm using that as an example. It's their response, it's not what was going on. Mindfulness, sadly to say, is even at the root, to a certain extent, of that get over it with the indigenous population. And what even he said this morning was, but it was in the past. You know, it's how we deal with, you know, everybody deals with it now, inside. No, it's not. Structurally, we still have a big problem. We've got, what were the stats recent from Brian? When you look at the stats on prison populations, on indigenous suicides, on poverty rates among ethnic populations, it's just consistently indigenous.
Yeah.
That's more than simply they haven't learned mindfulness or how to get over it. It has to do with structural issues. I got some really good articles that come from Dave Campion. I should send them to you. But anyway, we'll turn there. I don't know what I was doing that for, but it was. Well, it's cold enough out here to say, I guess we're not going to go out on the bikes necessarily.
I smell ice in the air.
It is. I'm going to put these right there for a moment, okay? Because this is it's damp, and I don't want to let the cards in. There. You smell ice in the air?
Yeah, I do.
Well. Didn't know we were going to have Papa arrive.
Blowing it off the mountains.
Yes, I know. I'm just shocked. It was a little under zero this morning.
I'm waiting to get
when
my
I came
oxygen
out,
back on.
and that was 6 o'clock this morning, and it was that cold. But you never turned the light off downstairs last night either.
Yes. I knew I forgot something.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, I'll come sit over here for a minute. And then if you want to play with those, you can play with those or not play with those. Or we can just simply go home after this and just call it a day, I guess. I just figured maybe we'd go over there, but I said to you, recent enough, you have to figure out what to do in that hour. What would we do? Yes, I know.
This is a good spot.
Pretty cool, huh?
If it was warm, it would be great.
Well, I know, but it isn't necessarily, and it's going to be piss pouring rain for the next month. So now what are we going to do for that hour?
Find the vehicle too.
And the only other bright idea is to, we could go over to the see Patty and Andrew and them and stay for an hour or thereabouts. But that doesn't seem quite correct either. You're freezing.
I'm cold.
Oh, you're cold. Okay, well, lean over here and look at the cameras. Don't hit my glasses.
Over here.
Okay, I'm gonna put those things away. I think this thing's wet. That's what it feels like. My butt's damp now.
Didn't know we were going to have Papa arrive, did we? Yes, I know. Wow. Pretty cool, huh? You look like you're freezing.
I'm waiting to get my oxygen back on.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll go find
I should go find something to feed the crow. Find some cookie. Hey, Papa. Well, he might if I went looking for him. He might. I will have to talk to Lorene, and I don't think she realizes that when she texts a phone at midnight, the phone rings.
Is that who that was?
Yes. I think she thinks it goes as a text, but it doesn't. It will come through as a message. So that's who that was, and that's why I didn't sleep well the better part of the night. It was interesting. Thank you. Yes, it is cold out. I don't think that we're out on the bikes. I don't think you're up to it with the, not at 0, and I don't think it's going to get up much past 2 today when it gets to that. Today called for 6. Stop! Stop! Good God. Well, I don't know. I think that's a lot cheaper than the tractors right here.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. That's good.
Real sausages.
Huh? Yeah,
Those are good sausages.
that's good. Okay, we'll just set this. You okay? What? No? You're not okay? What? Here, I'm gonna put this thing on something. I don't know what. Is that dangerous? Probably. Did you drop anything? No. I saw that.
Look at my mind, dear.
I don't know. But that's okay. We'll look at this spot. I have no idea. You tell me.
I saw that.
I don't care. Okay. You've got ketchup all on these pants already. day.
I saw that. Well, I'm not sure where I put them. Oh, okay, they're right there. Just a minute. Oh, that's what they're doing. God damn. There.